Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, one of the most embarrassing thing to the Kenyan government and to Mudavadi as an individual in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is that when Mwangi left this country to go to Tanzania, he went there in good health, he was working, and that was the situation. But when he came back to this country, he was on a wheelchair, sick, tormented, and in bad condition. Yet, one man, Mudavadi, in his capacity as the CS for Foreign Affairs, he was on TV defending what Tanzanian authorities were doing to a Kenyan, Bonface Mwangi. When I look at Bonface Mwangi in his current state, the condition, then I reflect on the statement that Mudavadi issued on Citizen TV. I feel sad. As a Kenyan, I feel disturbed. We don't have a government. They don't care about its own people. And I don't know what business do they have being in those offices. Now, after Mwangi was released, in fact dumped somewhere in the coast region there, we saw Mudavadi on TV coming out to speak about this issue. And of course, it's confirming how they have been in touch with the Tanzanian authorities seeking for the release of Mwangi. And by the way, they were forced to somehow write a protest note, whereby even after doing so, the Tanzanian denied them the access to Mwangi. It wasn't that easy. But he is here talking about now how Mwangi got released after now learning that these guys suffered in the hands of Tanzanian authorities. Wakati ameona ako kwa machela na tembezi kwa wheelchair, ndiye anakuja kuongea.
We have been engaging through diplomatic channels, and we've engaged with the Tanzanian authorities, including very early today. And the information I have is that he has been released. So we believe that in good time there'll be communication, including from himself, after he has found an opportunity to talk. So I'm confident and I've been assured that he has been released. I'm not talking anymore about his release being imminent. I'm talking of it having been done.
Now, before Mudavadi coming to speak about the release of Bonface Mwangi, Yvonne Okwara on Citizen TV asked him about the situation and the Kenyan position. His views were that people are enjoying too much freedom here, but there's no freedom outside there. Rather than focusing on why was a Kenyan arrested in Tanzania, to getting to know the reason. Even the Tanzanian authority is yet to tell us why Mwangi was arrested. Hawajatuambia. Kwa sababu ndio kuna sheria za Tanzania. Mojawapo ya sheria za Tanzania ni kushika Mkenya yote ambaye ameenda kwa hiyo nchi, ama ni makosa gani Mwangi Bonface alifanya kwa hiyo nchi. Mudavadi never answered this question. He was just flip-flopping. And now issuing a confusing statement. So, ukiona Mudavadi ambaye anaongea saizi na yule aliongea kabla ya. Beleni alikuwa Mudavadi ambaye anaungana na kile kitendo ambacho serikali ya Tanzania ilikuwa inafanyia Mkenya in the name of Bonface Mwangi. Yeye alikuwa anakubaliana na ile serikali ya huko na yale mambo ambayo walikuwa wanamfanyia Bonface Mwangi. Imagine kiongozi kwa hii nchi, serikali ya Kenya.
But would you call what happened to them cordial? Waziri, are you satisfied with the manner in which they were treated?
I think what we need to do, maybe the flip side of it is this. We need to also appreciate that sometimes we take the freedoms we have here for granted. I think it should also be a wake-up call to us in Kenya that how we operate, how we speak, how we express ourselves does not necessarily please or work in other countries.
So are you saying that how they operate and how they spoke in Tanzania was not pleasing to the authorities? Is that what you're saying,
I said they must have rattled the feathers. Okay? And I think so because they went in, it's an emotive election time. One of the candidates is not contesting. There's a petition in court. So when the Kenyans went there, I think the Tanzanians may be looking at it and saying, why have Kenyans come to address themselves to a Tanzanian affair?
Well, they say that this is not particularly a Tanzanian affair and that they were not there for the election, that they were there to observe the trial of opposition leader Tundu Lissu, and that this had nothing to do with the election. Are you then saying you agree with the Tanzanian authorities that they were there to interfere with local politics?
I think it has everything to do with the election. The petition is about Tanzania's election. So the visit there was about everything to do with the election, as to whether who is participating or not participating. Okay, that is why they went there. If the petition was not there, they would not have been going there for that. They would have gone for other reasons. So clearly, this has attracted the attention of the authorities in Tanzania.
Now, I want us to continue with the panel discussion, but before we go deep into this discussion, I have a very quick and humble request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, in the beginning, this government, through CS Mudavadi, it was in agreement with what a Kenyan citizen was being subjected to in Tanzania. They agreed. His statement shows that he was in agreement in the beginning. But after learning on the real situation of Mwangi, now you see a flip-flopping statement. He's flipping, he's flopping. That is Mudavadi. So where is this position? At least as a country, we will need leaders who have a stand. Even if you don't agree with Mwangi political position, at least he is a Kenyan and you are his leader. Your local differences should not be extended to international level. Even in Uganda, in as much Museveni do not agree with most of these activists, at least I have seen the Ugandan authority demanding the release of one of their own who was detained together with Mwangi. Wameandika wana protest, they are demanding for one of their own. Ugandan government is protesting. Iya serikali ya Kenya ilikuwa inaungana na kile kitenda ambayo serikali ya Tanzania ilikuwa inamfanyia Mkenya. Kinyume hata na sheria za wa Tanzania wenyewe. Bonface Mwangi had gone to Uganda, to Tanzania, to listen on the proceedings on the case against the Tanzanian opposition leader Tundu Lissu. But because he has been an activist, and the Ugandan authorities know this position and the vibrance he has in this country, they were afraid that akikuja hapa anataka aanze kuleta kuvuruga. Hata si kuvuruga, anataka aanze kufunza Watanzania ile tabia ya kuvuruga. That is going to inculcate that behavior that is carrying from Kenya to this country. Unaona? Sasa hiyo ndio hawa walikuwa nayo kwa mawazo yao. Na kwa sababu ya hilo wanaanza kumhangaisha. Alafu kuharibia zaidi, Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi anakubaliana na hiyo kitendo. After Mwangi landing in this country, then you see how they have inflicted pain in his body. Now, he's now starting to change. Anaanza kuongea tofauti. And despite him speaking on Citizen TV, affirming his position, the fact remains that hata hawako wanapewa access kwa huyo Mwangi tu wajue ako hali gani. Lakini yeye alikuwa anaongea. Sasa hiki kitendo kimewaibisha, kimewadalalisha in the face of the international community. That means Kenyans, yani hawana say hata kwa watu wao, despite the fact that tuko na consulate huko Tanzania, na Tanzania pia hata wako na embassy yao hapa, lakini ile uhusiano iko pale si mzuri. Inamaanisha wa Kenya na serikali yao haina usemi mkubwa kwa watu wao, hata wakifanyiwa kitendo cha unyama kule nje tu. That is what it means. Now, I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in our next video.